Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the best GPUs at every price point of 25, 50, and under $100. So guys, this is second-hand GPUs. This is going to be used, but these are going to be GPUs that you can find off eBay and pick up right now. At least there were multiple of these being able to be purchased from eBay at the time of recording. I made sure there's at least two, so in case something happened with one of this deals sold out, whatever, price increased, there's two options for all of these cards that I found. Used or new for under their price range. So let's start off with 25. So at 25, I'm going to say sorry AMD fans. For $25, I couldn't find a good card that matched the performance of what I'm going to show you here that were available readily at under $25. Yes, some of the older Radeons could do it, but honestly, I don't think they can compete with what I have here. So for under $25, what you're going to want is a NVIDIA card that's 400s series, 500 series, or 600 series. Now here's how it goes with NVIDIA cards, at least for these three series. They all start at 50. GTS 450, GTX 550, GTX 650, but then they all go up to 60, 70, and 80. So 460, 470, 480, 560, 570, 580, 660, 670, 680. The higher the number, the better. So 470 is probably going to be better than a 550. So what you're going to want to do if you see cards like this, but they're everywhere. So 650s, I've seen a ton. 660s, seen some of those. 500s, seen them. And this 470 was like $20. And let's check on user benchmark. This is what I type in when I go to user benchmark. It's a very useful tool to compare graphics cards. So we have GTX 470 versus GTX 560. You're gonna find user benchmark. As you can see, the 470 is barely better, but they did this FPS. As you can see, it's got much better texture detail, faster multi-rendering, and slightly faster complex splattering. And the gravity, this one, the 560 is a winner. And then you can check, these cards are a little to bench games, but I mean, this is 67 FPS and 49. I get about 20 FPS on my Intel 530 integrated graphics cards that are newer, a lot newer than this 2000 stuff. So, yeah, the rule of thumb is the higher number here, you're probably going to get some better performance. I was a little confused about the 450. I didn't do a ton of research about those old cards, but I do know that these are among the best cards for under $25. You'll be able to play quite a few games on these. You'll probably hit 60 on low. I would bet you'd probably hit 60 on low, but there are going to be some games that these cards just won't be able to handle. And the biggest killer here is the memory. So these cards, actually, I did choose some good cards that do have quite a bit of memory. Like some of these older ones, they'll still have like 2, 3, maybe 4, 1 to 4 gigs on these cards. But these are what you can expect to find for under $25, and these will get you gaming. As always, guys, before I go into $50 price range cards, I do want to say, no matter what card you get, you should make sure you have a power supply for it, or be prepared to buy a power supply that will that'll work with this particular card. Next, we'll go for $50, and here we get our first AMD card, the Radeon's series, the legendary Radeon series. This is the HG7950. I think this is a 3 GB card. This comes in 3 gigs for like $40, which is a really decent deal. You're going to be able to play a lot of games at 60 FPS with this card. It's a pretty nice card. Rivaling it, though, is the Asus, or any brand really, 750 Ti, one of the most popular cards in gaming right now. And if it was, this is for budget though, not for performance. But for $50, you can play 60 FPS on most games. So this $50 price range is gonna allow you to get into that 60 FPS realm, no problem. Now we're going on to the big boys. But before we do that, we have another intermission. The RX 560. Now the RX 560 is like a $60 card, hence the name. No, I'm joking. But the RX 560, I see it a lot for like 60 or $70, and it's better than these $50 cards. But I didn't want to include it in the under 100 card because these other things will blow them out of the water. So let's get into the $100 beast, starting out with the MSI Gaming X Series 570. Now MSI, all their cards look the same. Same with some other ones. They all look the same really. A lot of them do. But this is the 570. You can find them under 100 used, and this is arguably the best 1080p gaming card that a lot of people have said this is the best for 1080p gaming. I mean, go on Reddit, YouTube, anywhere. They're gonna be, if it's this card's in it, you're not gonna see anything but praise about it. And I picked myself up one of these, but that was because I did not know about the R9 290. Now this, I mean, I knew about it. It's a much older card. I think it's 2013, but it's a beast. This card is used for mining now, which is a little sad because when you find a used card, you kind of want to look out for mining. I mean, a lot of miners, they try to protect the cards and keep the longevity. And these cards don't really have a shelf life necessarily, so it won't be bad, but it might not be as good. You might want to clean out, apply some thermal paste to it. I got some thermal paste that I'm going to apply to both these cards when I put them together. But, you know, when I put them in my PC, I'm waiting for the power supply. Anyway, this card will deliver a couple FPS lower than the 570, but honestly, it's a beast, and it's still running amazing after 6 years. It's older than the 750 Ti and provides nearly double the performance, or I think over double the performance all these $100 cards do. So it really depends on your budget, guys. But these $50 supply 60 FPS gaming. $25, you can play games. You can play some modern titles too, and you can get 60 FPS every once in a while. You'll be able to play though, and you'll be able to have an enjoyable experience. And these $100 cards, boom, cop, good. Then we have the GeForce GTX 970, which is honestly one of my favorite cards. Now, besides having 4 gigs of DDR5, well, all of these can support that. This also is the fastest card according to YouTube benchmarks. This thing will get a few FPS, like almost 10 more than the RX 570. And I can see these used for under 100. I've seen them used. So honestly, if you see one, pick one up, try it out for yourself, see if it's still good, man. Well, you don't have to see, but you'll know. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I hope you can have a better idea of what you want to pick up. These are some of my personal picks on what I believe are the best cards under $25, $50, and $100. I honestly thought this was a pretty dang good selection, and if you thought the same, you can show me that by giving it a like, comment, or sub. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out.